Hey, hi everyone. So this tutorial is going to be create an Apache Hive. So without wasting any time, let's get into the topic. So what is an Hive actually? So most of the people who are working in the data warehousing, so they mostly use the Hive because it is one of the Hadoop infrastructure solution and used for the data warehousing solution. So if you see the define here, so what is an Apache Hive? So this Apache Hive is an open source data warehousing solution for Hadoop infrastructure. Okay. So and it is used to process the structured data of large data sets and provide the HiveQL queries. So let's see. So what not? So what Hive is not for? So listen carefully. So this is not designed for Hive is not designed for OLTP processing. And it is not a relational database. Okay, it is not a relational database like RDBMS. So and not used for row level updates. So I'm also parallelly preparing a Hive. So I'll definitely share in this link in my videos. So what are the Apache Hive advantages? So it supports large data sets, okay, and it runs on Hadoop infrastructure, so which uses the commodity hardware, which is the lower cost hardware, and it supports SQL syntax. And as you're seeing this one, just a second. Yeah, as you're seeing this one, this is Hive Hue actually, okay, Hue. Uh, So here you can you can see your databases and you can see your tables. Let's open this one. So this is cricket is the table name. If you see here, so select this, start from cricket. We execute this one. So there is no data. Why? Because zero results. So the data has been not inserted. But for now, I'm using this one as I created this database. So if you want, guys, we can create the simple select statement. You can create. So what is Hive advantages? So it supports large data sets and it supports SQL syntax. So different ways that we can process the Hive. Indra, so Hive installation and all. So I have separate videos for that. So before that, let's get into start this Hive classes. So let me start with how to connect the day using Beeline, how to start Hive server to those things will be taken care by administration team. So let's get into what is where does Hive stores data files in HDFS? So that means, so if you say Hive stores the data in HDFS location. So this is the default location for Hive stores the data. So if you want to explicitly create a particular Hadoop path, then you can create and you can store the data as per your project. So if not specified for a folder name using the location, so while creating the table. So it's a data warehousing database for Hadoop. So all the database and the table files are stored at only HDFS location. Okay, HDFS location. This location can be very different than the projects. So when you're working with Hive, you need to know about two different stores. So one is Hive Meta Store. This is interview question, and one is Hive Data Warehouse Location, which is where actual, this means where actual data stored. Okay. Now, so what is Hive Meta Store location? So simply Hive Meta Store is used to just listen this one. This is used to store the metadata about the database and the tables. And by default, it's used a Derby database. Okay, if you want, you can change this to any RDBMS like MySQL or PostgreSQL. So what Hive Meta Store, it is used to store the metadata about the database and the tables. If you see here, see this has This has the database which I have created. So relates to this metadata, this Hive metastore will create. Metastore will store the data. To store this metadata, you can use MySQL, PostgreSQL. So, but by default, it has Delphi database. So, what about this one? So, Hive data warehouse location. So, this is basically to store the files or to store the tables where the location is specified. So you will get to know understanding this is simple one. This is to store the metadata. This is store actual data. Okay. Hope you guys understand. Now let's go to Hive data types. What are the Hive data types? Hive data types. So what is Hive data types? So Hive has many databases like Hive has int and small int. I suppose small int and integer, int or integer, or big int, upload, double number of data types it supports, double precision, decimal, and numeric. Okay, so what is this tiny int? So tiny int is it's a 1 byte signed from -128 to 127. So it's stored, it allocates the memory for uh, this much of data types. Okay, so small int can support in like small int, it supports from -32,678 to 678 to plus 32,7667. So like this integer it supports n number, like it supports lakhs, 2 crores. So then begin is huge number, like begin supports like if you have some account number column, bank account number column, okay, so that you can actually begin. Or if you have some arithmetic operation like this one, like float is what is float is 4 byte single precision floating point number. This is single precision, and double is 8 byte precision, like 98 point like this. So double precision, this is alias for double. So next one is uh the decimal is it accepts a precision 38 digits. So numeric is same as decimal type. Now, if you look at the date time, okay, so date times time types. So it supports timestamps, date, and interval. Okay, interval. Well, so what is timestamp? It accepts both date and time. So what is date? It accepts only just date, and interval is interval. So what is Hive string types? String data types. Okay, string data types. What is string data? String, varchar. Here you can mention the length. So the string is an unbounded type. It's not required to specify length. So it can accept maximum up to 32,767 bytes. So what is a varchar? Varchar is the length of characters that you can define. If you want to create something like 10, that specific length, it will create like. So again, char. What is char? It's a fixed length of characters. If you define character of 10 and assigning 5 characters, then remaining 5 character space will be wasted. Okay, it's a fixed length char. So varchar is not like that. You can specify the length like varchar. So there are I I mistypes. What are these? These are Boolean mistypes, Booleans and binary. So Boolean and binary. So what is Boolean? Boolean is it's a true or false condition. Nothing to worry. So I'll explain all these things. So by going forward, so there are few complex data types also we have. Complex data types also we have. So and also Hive also another complex data types. They are arrays. arrays, maps, structs, and unions. Okay, these are all complex databases. Like you can array data type, map data type, and struct data type, and union data type. So these are all related to Hive data types. Hope you guys understand. So nothing to worry about these data types. Now let's get into logical operators, Hive relational operators, arithmetical operations, logical operators. So there are multiple operators in Hive relational operators. Like there are logical operators, arithmetic operators. Like arithmetic is a plus b, a minus b, a into b, a divided b. So those things are so these are relational and arithmetic logical operators. So relational operators are like A is equal to B, A is similar to operator B, A not equal to B. So those things, A is null, if A is not null, A is true or false, A is not like. So logical operators, A and B, A are B, not A not in. So arithmetic operators, A star B, A minus B. Those things are related to high logical operators. So let's get into DDL commands. What are the DDL commands? Okay. Now, let's get into the actual thing. Now, I'm going to create a database. Okay. Uh, Create database. Create database. I'm just creating a database. Create database. If not exist, EMP. Not EMP. Let's give like demonstration. Like high regular. Okay. Or else I can give this one. 2718400 underscore marriage as per our marriage. Okay. If the database, see the database created. If you go back here, so refresh this, copy this database and put it here, it will show. See the database has been created. But here inside there are no tables. Okay. So if you want to see show databases command also, it works. It's not required to see the show databases now. So if you want to drop it, if you want to describe a database, see, describe database name. What is the database name? 2718. See this? It will describe. What is the syntax error? So, yeah, as this is, sorry, this is syntax error. This is the database name. You have to see where it is created. The location, this is location, Hive warehouse. And this is manager location. This is owner is Hive, and the owner type is user. Okay. So if you want to drop the database, simply, if you want to extend it, if you want to schema extend those things and all, you can use. If you want to drop database, drop database. Same thing. Okay, this one. There's this one. See, now you just refresh it. Go back and refresh and see the database which you created. It will not be there because you have dropped the database. So these are the initial starting up Hive database. Okay. So in the tomorrow class, I'll show the next part. Thanks for watching these videos. Just try to practice and try to listen this video.